Female ego seduction. Once I got a job at a modeling agency. It ended up being a huge scam, but for me, it was a learning experience. The scam was on the potential models. The way it worked was simple. The company would hire people like me. Our job was to cold approach attractive people, or pretty much anybody, and tell them we were model scouts, which was true. They would give us business cards and everything. Then they would come into a first meeting. They'd be professionally photographed and told they'd be put in our modeling agency roster. Then they'd get a call in a couple of days with the hard sell. A whole bunch of "you're just about to become famous" flim-flam before the close. The close was they would have to pay $300 a month to stay active in our database. That was the scam. Beyond that, the company didn't do jack squat to get them any modeling work. Once I realized it was a scam and I was being tricked into cold approaching people and selling them this scam, I quit immediately. But the cold approaching part was pretty good. I would approach maybe 100 people per day, mostly attractive young ladies, alone on dates with their friends, and every day it was the same. The first 10 people or so were a train wreck. I was nervous and they destroyed me with basic frame tests. But once I built up a rhythm, I was unstoppable. I was a cold approaching robot. I easily overcame their objections and more effectively convinced them to come in for a photo shoot. Cold approaching to get numbers is the same. If you muscle through the first 10 ladies or so, the rest are easy. However, this is a very hard model to sustain. It's kind of like telemarketing. If you call 100 people per day, you might get a couple of sales. If you approach 100 ladies per day, you might actually get some action. But this is very hard on the ego. Most calls by telemarketers end in rejection. Most cold approaches end in rejection. I don't care how tight your game is or how confident you are. Getting rejected by pretty ladies all day long will always hurt. There is, however, a much easier way, both in sales and seduction. In sales, it's pretty easy. Instead of spitting out a low probability sales pitch, you get to know them, figure out what they want. It would seem that you can't really do this with the ladies, to find out what they want in terms of a romantic fling. But in reality, you don't have to ask. Once you understand the female ego, you'll know exactly what women want. Not specifically, but structurally. The kinds of things she dreams about. The kinds of things all ladies secretly dream about. Talk to her about these things, and she won't know what hit her. All she'll know is she'll be feeling a romantic desire for you. To learn how, visit mindpersuasion.com/3x3.